Hey guys!
I'm Sarah.
I'm Kaitlyn.
And this is, and we are.
And we are your
best friends.
Nice.
In today's video, do you have anything to say?
Okay, today we're going to be talking about something fun. You might have got reeled in by a pretty controversial title. But what we're really talking about, yeah, we use pretty harsh words. We use the word slutty. But really what we're going to be talking about is something that's been going on in our lives, which is our personal convictions and learning more about why we actually want to dress more appropriately. And
yeah, this is crazy because I don't think you and I ever saw us making a video on this, because the whole idea of dressing more appropriately, the word modesty, all those things to me just felt so extra. Like, please, it's so extra and it's not necessary, right? That's like where my mind was at. Especially like on videos, I would never click on a video labeled modesty because I'm like, okay, you just want me to wear a skirt to my knees for no reason.
Exactly. I remember when I first joined a Christian group, like the girls were talking about modesty and they were talking about how like they only wear like one-piece bikinis and stuff, and like the conversation from then on out almost like triggered me every time someone would talk about modesty, because nothing wrong with the way they talked about it. It just like really made me feel like it was like a judgmental, like restrictive, extra thing. Like, why do you even care when I'm wearing and stuff?
Yeah. And
so it's crazy because I've gone like pretty much the other way. I can see the maturity in wanting to dress like more appropriately now. And I know personally I've gone through phases in my life where I felt the need to dress immodestly, and like my wardrobe was pretty
like slutty. You wanted to dress slutty.
Yeah.
It's a strong word, but it is what it is.
Chill, no, I'm just kidding.
It's true though, right? It's like, I didn't dress immodestly, I dressed sluttily.
The weird thing is, at the time, according to my standard, I wouldn't have considered it slutty. We always in our minds make things more extreme than they are. Like at the time I would think like, no, slutty is like wearing high heels with like these crazy like fishnet leggings and things, but it's like, no, like you could define what you were wearing by the word slutty, you know what I mean? I know, like I went through a phase in my life where I just felt the need to reveal more and didn't feel comfortable like wearing like a certain amount of skin exposed. It always felt like I had to show a little bit more. Weird thing. So I've definitely been on the other side of it. If you're watching, you're like, why do you care about dressing modestly?
And if I'm being honest, I don't think I'm even flipped. Like, I still have to battle every so often, like every few days. Like, I have the choice to put on like this outfit or this outfit. And regardless of who you are, if you are one of the ones who dresses how you want to dress tight, I know like also culturally, like us Hispanic girls, like we could be much more comfortable like dressing super tight. I mean, you go to Miami and we've got floss up and down our booties and floss covering our nips.
That's facts.
Yes, and no matter who you are listening, stay on this video because we understand you. I understand you, Kaitlyn understands you. And for me, I still feel this choice that I have to make. Like every time I go to the gym, you guys, it's a choice that I have to make. This is not a video about a list of now how to dress modestly or a list of why you should dress modestly. More so, reality's gonna be questioned a little bit. You're gonna say like, wait, am I dressing this way for reasons that sound so like insecure? Like, why is my personality, my character, and my heart not enough? Because that's basically what I've been learning. I have found that I dress a certain way when I'm feeling like I'm not competitive enough in the crowd of girls at the gym, or I dress a certain way because these girls will catch that guy's attention much faster than I ever will unless I dress that way. It's just so much deeper than the word modesty and one pieces like the girls you were talking about. It's like, it's not a clique of modest girls versus not modest girls. It's like women versus girls, I think.
Just want to quickly share like where we've been on this before so that you see that like we're not just girls who wore like knee-length skirts our whole life and we're speaking from a so with that, before we get into this video officially, please subscribe to our channel, even if this is your first time ever listening, because we talk about things like this all the time.
Yeah.
We are your best friends. That's our channel. We're just going to give you the real perspective on everything. And we just want to help you and be your best friend and guide you through life. So please subscribe.
Exactly.
It means so much to us.
Yeah. Once you subscribe, also check out our website, yourbestfriends.org. And if you want to contact us about anything, you want to collab with us, you want to ask us a question, contact us in the contact box. That website will really tell you the heartbeat of who we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Proverbs 11:22. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. So this woman is beautiful. But regardless of if she's beautiful or not, like we're using this gross animal, like this beautiful ring in a pig's snout. And that's somebody who doesn't show any discretion. And I think I would like to ask, like, us ourselves, like, why are there moments when we don't show discretion? Like, why do we want to pull the top a little bit lower? Why do we want to pull the shorts a little bit higher at times? Why do we want to, like, rip off our shirt when there's a guy around? I just want to ask, like, why are there moments when we fall short and we feel a little weak and we don't want to show discretion? I think when we ask ourselves that, it gets a little deeper. It may be that you feel that you're not sexy or you're not attractive or you won't ever get a man unless you're discretionless. But I also, with love, want to say that I understand why there are times when we don't show discretion, but it doesn't have to be that way.
I want to paint you a picture of a woman. She's trustworthy, strong, dignified, generous, proactive, entrepreneurial. She's a grinder. She's hardworking. She trusts in the Lord, and she's powerful.
She's generous.
And she's kind. And she's wise. Okay? All of those things that I listed out. Now, that is what the Bible in Proverbs 31 literally describes as the woman that we are to look up to. That's like the typical Proverbs 31 woman. That's what it is. That's who should be our inspiration. Whether you're a Christian or not, I think you can agree that the picture that like was just painted for you of a woman is like, dang,
I know.
I want to be like that
she
woman.
walks in, you smell security.
Right? Like, that sounds awesome. Like, doesn't matter if you're Christian or not. That's cool. Nothing in that list whatsoever has to do with how she looks, how she dresses, how her appearance is. That doesn't make her more valuable in the eyes of the right men, in the eyes of the right people, and especially not in the eyes of God. I think that really adds to what you're saying about showing discretion, because when we ask, like, why am I not showing discretion? Why am I not feeling this way? I honestly think it's because we think that what is valuable about us is the external. And I know that's how it was for me for a long time. Why I would, if you were to ask me, like, okay, so literally, why don't you show discretion? Why don't you want to, like, cover up your butt a little bit in that bathing suit? Or, like, why don't you? And it's literally because I wanted to think that, like, I was secure in myself and I was confident and I was cool. But really, if I wasn't showing enough skin, I didn't feel comfortable in a group of people at a party.
Too.
Right? Like, I felt like I was just the girl who looked like a boy, who was, like, not going to get much attention from guys. If we change our perspective as to, like, what makes us valuable as women and as human beings, and we realize that beauty is really not relevant to the equation, it automatically, like, without talking about any sort of, like, rules or restrictions or things about modesty, automatically makes you think, okay, yeah, now that I think about it, if I want to be a strong, dignified woman who's known for being generous and kind and wise, and, like, I don't really care about wearing a bikini where my butt cheeks are hanging out. Beautiful.
This is so not planned, but actually what just came to my mind as you were talking, I was thinking of, I'm pretty sure that every woman, every girl listening, like, wants to be that woman. But it's so hard in real life to be that woman. And I think one of the prevalent reasons why it's hard to be like that is because, especially in America right now, we really do have the privilege of having so much free time. A lot of girls, y'all are bored. And when you're bored, you just have time to be on Instagram and you see every beautiful girl on your thing. And what I was going to say that I wasn't planning on is last night I was watching The Bachelor with Matt James.
Oh my gosh.
And I see all of these girls and I feel like everyone's going to be able to relate to me. there's almost this thing that us girls do. I call it like beauty inspiration. When you're scrolling or when you see a group of 20 like perfect girls, you start like thinking like, oh, maybe I'm going to lighten my hair a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe I should like look into like getting Botox to thin out my jaw.
Getting a tan.
Yeah. And I find that when I'm bored in life or when I just have this idle time, which the Bible even talks about idleness, it's not wise to be idle, to just be like sitting and doing nothing. When we are idle, it's so easy to then think about your external, because that's like the only thing that we can fix. When you and I are in the time of our lives grinding, when we have a calling and when we're working towards it, we don't have the time. I don't have the time to think about a nose job because I don't care about a nose job. And so all that to say, like last night I was watching The Bachelor and I actually felt so insecure, Kaitlyn.
Wow.
I am such a confident girl, but that's also because I don't have much time to think about my external. And in that moment, these are some of the thoughts that came to my mind of like, man, I don't dress good on the daily. Like I'm constantly wearing slump clothes, and maybe I'm going to just start doing my makeup every single day. I'm going to start doing my hair every single day. I'm going to always have my nails done. I'm always going to get my mustache threaded. I'm going to be perfect. And then it's like that beauty inspiration moment of where we want to be that new girl tomorrow and keep it up. And I seriously like wanted to ask somebody yesterday, like, do you like my nose? Like, is my nose bad? Do you think I'm pretty? But then I was scared to ask if you think I'm pretty because it's like, I don't want a real answer. Like, I don't know if I'm pretty or not. I don't want to know. And I just felt myself in this spiral of everything was about my external last night. Like, seriously.
Wow. And
so as you read that, I'm thinking, I think everyone wants to be like that woman. But the hardest thing that gets us from not being like that is that we don't even have a purpose and we're so idle. So like, obviously the only thing you're going to be thinking about is your external. Like if all you have to do that week is a party on Friday night on campus, yeah, that's my main priority is making sure my outfit is so hot so that a really hot guy will talk to me.
Right.
That's it. Like that's it. That girl wearing that outfit's not going to disagree. Like, yeah, that woman sounds like a boss. But I don't have purpose and a plan like that right now. And that's what I love about God is it's not you and me changing our modesty levels in order to be a modest girl. It's like our life direction has changed because of God, my security.
No, dude, that's literally so accurate though. And that was like the time that I was in where I was dressing in modesty. It was like my only goal was like party on Friday, like better get this like cute frat guy who I've been talking to like make sure he notices me. Like, that's all I'm just going through the motions, party here, social event there, every day. So of course, like,
that's all that matters, the external.
Of course, that's why I'm putting so much in my looks, because that's the motion, that's the goals in my life right now. I'm not thinking too deep about my life or my purpose or when I'm gonna die or things like that. I'm literally just going through the motions of idleness. We didn't become modest so that we could go be Christians and follow God. We follow God. And you know what? 2 years into my journey as a Christian, I start to realize, you know what? God's giving me this purpose. He's giving me this new direction. He's giving me this new life. He's giving me this wisdom. I personally think I don't want to be dressing immodestly right now. That's the power of God. Like, we don't go to God so that we can be perfect and we can be changed and that we can just be these perfect, modest, like Christian girls. It's just like, Jesus literally gave me new life and new purpose. And because of that, he transforms us and we start to see things differently. So that's just a really cool point.
Yeah, it is. I know.
Way to go off tangent. Good job. That was amazing.
That was literally so insecure last night. It's not even funny.
That was so good.
Yes.
Share another one, girl.
Proverbs 11:28. Whoever trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a garden. A green leaf.
Like a green leaf.
I want to stop trusting in my riches, meaning like in my physical. My freshman year of college is when it really hit me, like if one day an accident happened and my face was to be partially like destroyed, or if my body was to be ruined, would I be extremely depressed? Like I started realizing that I was looking out to see if guys would look at me all the time. Not every girl's like that. I was just like hyper like that. And I just didn't want to be like that anymore because you're basically, the word is insecure. It's when you're not secure. Do you know how sucky it is to be that girl where if the guy on Snapchat's not chatting you back, you are insecure.
Anxious, crazy.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're listening to this because you have the option to join us. Like, it's not be like us. Join us. If this is for the rest of our life, join us in asking God, God, show me how to be righteous. It might not be with your dressing right now. It might be with something a little, like, personal to you. Like, maybe it's this little struggle or this. The point isn't, like, the end goal. First of all, it's, like, the relationship with God, which will make you more righteous. And then as you go along, Kaitlyn said 2 years into our journey, all of a sudden we're starting to learn, like, that we want to be more modest. That's 2 years in, though. So, first of all, ask God, help me be righteous. What is this that they're talking about? Because I'm just done trusting in my riches, and I feel so insecure.
And it's awkward because you don't want to, like, admit at the time that it's insecurity. Like, that I can't, if I'm feeling uncomfortable because I'm not dressing a certain way, that, well, I'm just like, I got to feel my most confident, best self and wear that tight dress and put on those heels, and that's confidence. Like, no, if you have to look a certain way, you're literally not secure.
Yeah.
Because you're putting your security in something that can change and will change, which is literally our beauty. Bible literally says beauty is in vain. Like, 20 years from now, we're going to be grandmas.
20?
You really don't want to think that it could be because of an insecurity inside yourself that you're dressing a certain way. But if you're ready to accept that, that can be pretty eye-opening for you, because that's a beautiful journey to actually become confident and secure. But the world says, just, like, wear that outfit that makes you feel your best.
A lot of our celebrity women say that.
Just screw everybody else. Just wear what makes you feel the best, and that's what a confident woman is.
Yeah.
No, that's not what a confident woman is.
There's a place, there's a place where you can have much more confidence than in the way that you dress. So much more. And I don't want to be the one to say it, but I have met many of the women who, man, like, I was like, maybe that whole confidence talk works. Maybe, like, they literally are the most confident woman I've ever met. They're the ones who are like, I don't need a man, all these things that I see on Instagram. It's crazy because, like, on a Saturday night, they're crying, or they have massive anxiety, or they struggle with depression on the side, but you would just not know until they care to reveal it. Like, not everything that shines is gold, really. But we live in a huge, shiny social media place. Like, it's so shiny. Everyone's struggling a lot. Not everybody, but a lot of people are struggling. But whatever, self-love, right?
Yep. The world likes to put a lot of quick fixes on things that are really deep and really can't be solved by these superficial quick fix solutions. So we call them Band-Aids. And it's like putting a Band-Aid on an open bleeding wound. I don't know. It's just not an effective solve. When it comes to dressing immodestly, I think that sometimes it can be a Band-Aid for an insecurity going on inside, because I know personally for me, like, when I would dress a certain way that was, like, attractive and would simply get attention just because of how my body looked, whatever insecurity or emptiness or boredom or idleness was going inside of me was quickly resolved from that moment of attention, from that moment of validation, from those Snapchat contacts from guys I got. I was distracted from the fact that I was just kind of going from social event to social event. I was distracted from the fact that maybe I was a little insecure and putting a lot of my weight into what guys thought about me or what other people thought about me. So,
or the fact that you were the hottest girl on Instagram.
Like, I literally didn't realize, because that's what a Band-Aid does. It makes you think that you're fixing things and you're not. So it might not be the case for you, but I think in a lot of scenarios, if you find yourself dressing immodestly, is it the attention that you receive in return, is that helping cover up for something? I mean, I would just dig deep within yourself.
And the hardest part about this is that our world, your Instagram feed, the celebrities that we follow, they push for these Band-Aids. And so you and I, what we're saying, it's so not with these Band-Aids. Really. Look at, like, what Miley Cyrus is wearing. Almost nothing. It's like a little bit of a shock when we talk about these, because it's so counter to what these people are pushing. And I just have to be very honest, like, as if you were my friend in this room, and say, those people, the celebrities are the ones that come to mind, especially the ones that you see on your little Snapchat feed. They are struggling. They are. Most of our celebrities die from an overdose, not any other overdose. Like overdosing on drugs, which means that they wanted to alter their reality. Why do they want to alter their reality, y'all?
If they're so happy, if they're so confident, what is it that if your reality is so great, why do you need to blur it out?
Exactly. And so we just say this in pure love, like, this world doesn't have it totally figured out, especially in this day and age. They are pushing, like, just do what makes you happy. They're pushing it. So you get to choose. Are you going to want to do what makes you happy? Yeah, like, keep on going with the whole narrative of self-love and, like, confidence and, like, whatever. If you want, you can keep going with it. But we're telling you, this whole path of righteousness that we're talking about, this whole going to God about things, it is so much sweeter because I can feel it. Like, I know it's cringe. It's like, no, I don't want to talk about, like, what happens when I die. I don't want to talk about those things. They're too serious. I get it. Don't click out, though, but I get it. Like, you just don't want to talk about it. But, guys, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. And there's a life so much better, so much deeper and richer with God than anything else. And it's not all about rules. And it's not all about, like, meeting this criteria. But with God, like, this righteousness just wants to flow out of you. And we just love you so much that we're not going to continue to tell you the lies of the world that will lead you to a life of reaching 60 years old and you have regrets and stuff. We wouldn't do that. We're your best friends.
It's so weird, but, like, life is so short. 150,000 people die every single day in the entire world, and we all think that, like, it's not going to be us. And so we live in this bubble of just, like, day to day, like, focusing on the things that just don't matter. Like, why is it this big elephant in the room? Like, you're gonna die one day. Are you not worried about that? Like, I know that sounds dramatic, but, like, you're going through the motions of just, like, get another Snapchat, get another piece of attention, get another like on Instagram, let me go to this party and let me have the best outfit. Like, you're literally just on this, like, little hamster wheel. I know people from my high school who they've already passed away. Like, they were young, like, they were my age, they're gone.
Yep.
And death is something that we think happens to other people, and it's not. Like, you could have another 60 years left in your life, or you could have another year. And I know that's scary, but, like, it's something that you have to think about.
It's just the truth.
It's just the truth. And, like, that's the thing. And I think that's why the world tries to distract us with all these little things so that you don't think about it and so that you don't question, where am I going after this? What is there an afterlife? Like, is what Jesus did real? Like, do I need to consider that? And it's just so crazy how a conversation about modesty can turn into something like this. But it's because the world is full of just fat distractions.
I want to add, so maybe you're thinking, okay, so, like, now what? Well, I have a great verse that's going to give you a great now what. Proverbs 14:1. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. And I wrote this down, and this is going to help you a lot. We get to build a house in life. We don't know when our life ends, but right now, today, I get to build my house. We get to. Some of us are just laying down bricks, though, and we don't even know what for. Just like Kaitlyn was saying, one Snapchat to the next. A conversation with a friend about how to get more followers to the next, carousel. We don't even know what we're laying down bricks for. It's just because everyone to your right and to your left are laying down bricks. So,
yeah, yes, just stay right there.
Like, oh, okay. Make out with him, sleep with her. We're tight like this, send him this kind of picture. Some of us never even knew that these were the bricks to a certain kind of house. Some of you are laying down bricks and you don't even know that you were building a house, but we all are. And that house is really like where we go into eternity. You get to choose what kind of bricks you want to build in your daily life. If I'm being honest here, let me extend to you one of my personal bricks. Whenever I go to the gym, I want to look cute at the gym. Like, I do. I want to look attractive. And I want to wear these tight shorts and show the world how nice my butt is. I want to. But to lay down the bricks where I'm taking these shortcuts and I'm wearing these slutty outfits and stuff, It's basically trying to shortcut my way to getting a guy, shortcut my way to being attractive and stuff. It's so fast, and it's like what vapor, like what she's saying. Or I can lay down the coolest brick of my life, and that's a righteous brick where I say, okay, I know I really want to wear this outfit. I'm going to cover my butt and I'm going to wear this looser shirt. It's like a cringe feeling. I have to fight my flesh because I'd rather get the looks, but I want to sow righteousness. God, today I'm feeling extra weak. God, help me be righteous. God, help me figure this out. My insecurities are so strong. It's so much easier to just look hot. My insecurities are so big. My personality sucks. God, I don't want to do this, but at the same time, I feel like I want to do this. You get to choose what bricks. Eternity waits for us one way or another. And we're here to wake you up to say, listen, a lot of your friends, they're laying down bricks and they don't even know that they're building a house. But now you know. And we love you so much, and that's why we're telling you this.
Okay, so this was a really fun video. We honestly, Spirit really led us here. we had notes and we went off, but we went off in like the most valuable and meaningful way, because honestly, maybe this is your wake-up call, that like you have literally been in a slumber of just laying down those bricks and not knowing why you were laying them down, not knowing what is happening, what you're going to be doing, not thinking about the future, not thinking about anything. You're just mindlessly laying down bricks. So if you're watching this video and that's you, we challenge you to think about your eternity and think about literally the things of above. Like, is life with God something that you want? Like, did you grow up in a church and like you've heard about it and you know the good news and you've heard these things, but you're not walking it out? Is there something in your heart that's like knocking that you need to consider again?
God loves you.
God loves you.
He loves you so much.
He loves you so much, and he does not want you to spend an eternity in hell separated from him. He has an offer through the blood of Jesus Christ that we can have everlasting life in heaven, and that is so, so beautiful. So just think about it. I mean, come on, what are the odds that you click on a modesty video and it goes to this level? Just let us be a little flashing light that points you back to God.
Who loves you.
Who loves you. Please subscribe to our channel. We do conversations like this all the time. We are just here to be your best friends, your support system, your rock. We have our website, yourbestfriends.org. There's a contact form in there. You can reach out to us. If anything in the video that we said struck a chord with you or you have questions about, then, you know, just fill out that contact form. If you're friends or family watching this video, we have a donate button on our website. And we do all this out of the generosity of our hearts, where we don't need to be paid to do this. We don't need anything, but it would mean the world to us if friends and family and supporters of this channel can support us using the donate button. That money helps us make better quality videos. It helps us put out more content and helps us literally just live our life spreading the gospel
and expand the reach of this.
And expand the reach of everything that we're doing. So on our website, little pink donate button in the top right corner, you can sign up for a recurring donation, or you can just do a one-time donation, whatever's on your heart. But we just want to let you know that it's there in case you want to support us.
Yep. We love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.